All right, Dom, back home after a very long road trip for you guys, but overall, probably viewed as a success from most people. Just take me through how the road trip played out in your eyes.
Yeah, we didn't start off on the right note, but I think there's always going to be ups and downs throughout the season, and good teams always find their way back to the top, and I thought that's what we did here. I thought we closed out the road trip solid, and two big games in Laval there. That's a tough barn to play in, tough team. They're very good, so to come out of there with 2 wins and 7 points on the road trip was pretty fantastic for us. So. We obviously like the way that the results came there for that road trip, but we got another tough weekend here this weekend against Grand Rapids, and we're just preparing for them.
Let's just talk about the icing on the cake. Like we said, a shutout in that Place Bell. Thousands of fans cheering against you, but you happen to silence them with no goals. What does that do for your guys' confidence going into a place like Laval and holding them to 1 goal in just 2 games?
Yeah, of course. That's that shutout there is a big team effort right there. I thought both games this weekend we played fantastic. From the start of the drop of the puck to the end. Obviously, there's shifts of momentum in the game that happened throughout the game, but I thought we stuck with it through both games, and like you said, that's a tough barn to shut them out in, and I thought we did an amazing job that night. Unfortunately, the way it ended there, our condolences to the family of the person that passed away there, but you never want to see that in a game, and to Laval as well. That's unfortunate and super sad to see. But for the most part, yeah, we were excited about that, and like I said, we got another big opponent this weekend.
Yeah, what does that do confidence-wise, gearing up against a team like Grand Rapids? I mean, you faced them really early on in the season, but now they're on one of the most historic tears in American League history. So does this sort of give you confidence going into this week, just knowing you guys can pretty much run with anybody in the league?
Yeah, I've said it from day one that I think this team that we have here is capable to compete against everybody in this league. Obviously, Grand Rapids, they're a fantastic team. We're excited to have them come here, but I think ultimately, if we stick to what our game plan was against Laval there and on this road trip, I think we can compete with everybody in this league. And it's going to be 2 very good teams going head-to-head this weekend, and we're just looking really forward to it.
You have another player make his Winnipeg Jets debut in Isaac Phillips yesterday. What can you say about Isaac's game this season and how deserving he is of that call-up to the Jets and to play his first one with Winnipeg?
Absolutely, he deserves that call-up. He's fantastic to have on our back end there, especially for me to have him in front of me there playing. He's a solid defenseman, and he's quick, moves his feet well. He has great hockey IQ, and I think he deserves that opportunity to show what he's got there and with the Jets. And I saw he played yesterday. I was watching the game, looked good, and hopefully he gets another one here tonight with them.